Hey everybody, and welcome back to Marvel Champions Experience. Remember, I would always appreciate it if you consider liking this video. If you really like this content, please think about subscribing. It really helps me out. And last but not least, please drop a message down in the comments. Let me know whether you liked what you saw, whether you didn't like what you saw, whether you want to see me make any specific type of content, and let me know when to make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. I make mistakes, and often. Luckily, it's only a single-player game for me, right? So let me know when you see something, especially in this fight. There's a lot going on, and I'm probably going to get overwhelmed mentally sooner rather than later. All right. I've got 2 fights left, guys, in me completing my expert playthrough of the game. And today we're going against Loki. You know, I have decided to bring a gun to a spear fight and take my first or second favorite hero in the game against Loki, because, you know, depending on the day, Loki is the hardest villain for me in this game. So let's get our setup ready. All right, there's a lot going on here. I've got some pre-setup, so like I know that this comes first, but let's read this. Okay, so I have everything ready. I have Loki, I have the Infinity Gauntlet, standard, Enchantress, and Frost Giants in there. Now, set each copy of Loki villain aside, out of play. We'll leave it here for now. Put the War of Asgard side scheme into play. War of Asgard side scheme in play. Okay. Shuffle the encounter deck. Right? Okay. So shuffle the encounter deck. No, we'll do that last, because I like to, let's get set up first, and then I like to pause it for when he eventually kicks my ass. I don't have to do this intro again. Okay. So actually I think we can pause our video, because it looks like it's just a whole bunch of it looks like it's a whole bunch of shuffling right now. All right, let's pause up real quick. Oh shoot, I actually lost the game because of those. Didn't realize those. Sorry guys. Well, as you can see, that did not go well. I've lost. I'm already 0-1 against Loki. Let's see if we can make that up. So today is now New Year's Eve. It's been a couple of days for me to lick my wounds. I'll talk about what happened in the last game, but let's get this set up again. All right, so since it's been a couple of days, I need to remind myself what I need to do. We've got Loki aside. We're putting the War in Asgard's in there. Shuffle the encounter deck in a second, and we're going to put one set aside Loki in play at random. So our random Loki will be this guy, the one with Retaliate. Lovely. Love Retaliate. Okay. We are going to shuffle this real quick. See which stone we start off with. And it is the Space Stone. All right. We'll just put that there. Then we will get this shuffled. All right. All right. So what went wrong last time? Not particularly a lot. I lost to an advance, right? So I lost on threat. So maybe this time I need to be a little bit more aware. Whoa, don't fall. I need to be a little bit more of the main scheme, or, you know, sometimes when you lose to an advance, it's just bad luck. Like, things can be going well, and, you know, I wasn't anticipating a really heavy thwart a scheme from him. So I'd say it wasn't bad. I flipped him once, but, you know, I actually think Loki's the hardest, you know, depending on the day, depending on the draw, right? I have my 3 big bads. It's Loki, it's Venom, Goblin, and obviously Ronan. So depending on the day, Loki could be the worst. All right, so I think we're ready to go. All right, let's draw our 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see, did we get our multi-gun? We did not get our multi-gun. All right, we're looking for a multi-gun. Please, God. Okay, multi-gun. Good. So we're holding 2 weapons off the bat, which is great. But how are we going to play them? All right, so what are we going to do? Let's think. What's going to be happening? So this special says discard cards on the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Lovely. He's got +1/+1. He's got to retaliate. Okay. I think I left this on too long last time, so we're going to see if we can get this off by next turn. 7 threat, right? It's got the acceleration token. I think I took that for granted, or vice versa. All right, when defeated, reveal the top card of the Infinity Stones deck. Then we get a random Loki. All right, so we're going to have to flip, right? That's where we're going to start at. And my goal is multi-gun. Priority is multi-gun, probably followed by behind enemy lines and the pistol. That's going to be the best way. I haven't done the math yet, but it's probably going to be the best way to remove this. So let's get our multi-gun out. We need 3 for that. Okay, so this genius needs to be for this behind enemy lines because I need for it to match the resources. So those cards are spoken for. If I'm looking at this correctly, we actually can do this. I need to think about this real quick, but I could drop these 3 for the multi-gun, take the damage, get the pistol out, and then get the behind enemy lines out. I like hit because I can ready myself. Plan B is usually a throwaway, and I hate this card. I've really never been a big fan of that. All right, so let's just get this going. Let's discard these 3. We'll get our multi-gun out. Hopefully we can beat him on this New Year's Eve, and I can celebrate New Year's in peace. All right, so this is out, right? Let's take the damage, get the pistol out. All right, so let's see. This would make it a 2 thwart, 4 plus the 3, so that can be gone. All right, so let's do that. We'll thwart for 2, bringing this to 5. We will thwart for 2 here, bringing this to 3. We'll play behind enemy lines, remove 3 threat, and we used only mental resources so we can confuse this guy. All right, so now a couple things are going to happen. We lose this. Let's do this in order. We're going to reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck, which is the Soul Stone. Now we are going to get a new Loki. All right. So we are getting this Loki. Loki's attack gains piercing. It's always really about the Loki that you get, I've always noticed. Depending on the hero, like if I'm using somebody, like this would be rough against Colossus. So you just never know what you're going to get with Loki. That's why I hate him. Okay, are we done? This goes away. And I think we're done. So we're going to ready up. We're drawing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we got an energy, a helicarrier, a downtime, a rebirth, and there are other pistols. So we have nothing really to do damage here. We're still setting up with this hand, which I don't like. I kind of want to like go quick with Loki, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. All right, so this is going to go to 2 threat. Now, what am I holding? All right, I have Project Rebirth. So I actually think I'm just going to straight up take this damage, mainly because I have the Project Rebirth in hand, and I don't have my Grasping Tendrils, and I can heal, so I feel okay about just taking the damage. At least I can maybe hit him for one or something, but I don't really want to. I don't want to flip. I don't want to defend just yet. All right, so you're hitting for. Am I doing this correctly? I hate fighting Loki. Okay, so you're hitting for 2, +1. I'm straight up taking it, so you're hitting for 3, +2 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty heavy attack. Okay, so now, after each villain activates, revolve the special ability of each Infinity Stone. All right, so we're going to discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Great, we're just going to go through the entire deck because, thank you. Not that I particularly want a minion, but I don't want him to deck out. So that kind of is a bit annoying. It took me a while to get a minion. Okay, so we're going to put this face up. Oh, sorry, I apologize. We did this one already. Let's see. He enters play with a tough. So you have a tough. And what does Soul Stone do? Heal 3 damage from the villain and give him a face down boost card. Alright. He's getting a face down boost card. Done. Okay. No, that's the Lokis on that side. What is that noise I'm hearing? Sorry, I'm hearing a weird noise. All right, it's our turn. Everything's done. He's confused, so we're going to take advantage of that, right? Let's see. We have this guy in here. He's got 4 health. I don't think there's any way we can... Oh, actually, we can get him out of here. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Let's get our helicarrier out. And we'll just use the downtime and the energy to play our helicarrier. We'll take a damage, bringing us to 5 to put out Project Rebirth. We'll use the helicarrier to get out the other pistol. And we're still not going to be able to damage him, but at least we're going to lose this Frost Giant. So we'll use the multi-gun, right, to remove the tough. And then we can exhaust these. This is +1, 2, 3, 4. This Frost Giant's gone. We're going to flip. We'll hit our Project Rebirth to heal for 3. And we're done, unfortunately. Still nothing going on. No damage to him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have loved to hurt him yet, but you can only play what you got, right? All right. Doesn't really matter because we can't do much on defense. I mean, on... Oh, these are grasping tendrils. We can't do much on this end. So this is going to go to 3. You don't scheme because you're confused. We put the top card of the Infinity Stone into play. It's the Power Stone. Here comes our encounter card. Swap Loki with a random set aside Loki. And then Loki activates against you. Okay, so we're going to swap Loki with our, with a random Loki. And we get this one. Okay. And he activates, so he's in a scheme for 3, 4, 5, 6. He's scheming for 6. And that puts him at 9 already. So this is kind of what happened to me last time. But, oh, and now since that happened, I'm stunned. So I'm stunned. It's going great already, guys. It's going great already. All right. So now we need to remove threat. I'm stunned. Threat is definitely priority. Okay, so let's hit the Project Rebirth. 1, 2, 3, right? We're going to flip. And I would love to play this drop kick to stun Loki. That would be really good. I'm holding the Wolverine. I mean, this is tough. So here are like 3 big cards I'm looking at, right? The Grasping Tendrils. I could just hold the Grasping Tendrils for the following turn, right? This is a really good card. This gives me essentially two, I stun him twice, right? It cancels the attack, and then the second one would stun. So maybe if no. So we'll put that to the side. So this is what we're working with, right? I could deal damage and draw a card, which is great. The only thing is I'm stunned, right? So that sucks. I could use the no, I can't use the multi-gun to get the stun off. I'm probably going to use the multi-gun to remove 2 threat. And unfortunately, I mean, I could get Wolverine out. You know, I really think keeping him stunned, like stun locked, is going to be the goal. So I think I'm going to drop kick him. But in order for me to drop kick him, I'm going to need to just attack to get rid of the stun. Right? Technically, these are still in play. Right? I didn't use those yet. And we can... We'll use the Helicarrier and the Power of Aggression. Oh, actually, I could probably still get Wolverine into play. So this is 1, 2, 3. We'll play the dropkick, right? We'll deal 4 damage to him. Since we use only physical resources, we stun and draw a card. So we'll draw our card. That's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he is stunned. All right, and it's still our turn. I think we're going to use this multi-gun to remove 2 threat. And this mean swing is useless to us right now, right? Getting Gruden would be really good. Getting Gruden would be really, really good. He's just our wall, right? He just defends a lot for us. The only thing is, I think I kind of want to do a lot of damage to him. So obviously Wolverine's going to be great for that too. I think I got to get Wolverine in. So I could hold the Groot. I could. For 1 more turn. To see if I can get him out as well. Like, I could take the damage. Play strength and mean swing. And then I can get Groot out. And then I can get Wolverine out. It could be a good play, you know. I just hate always holding cards. But Groot's a really good defender. I think we do it. We'll take it. Do I want to take a damage, though? I guess so. I'm still pretty high. All right, I'll take a damage. We'll play these to get Wolverine out. He's got 4 health, but I'm obviously going to attack for 3. He'll take 2 damage. 1, 2, 3. And my turn is done. So we are drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. So this is where I probably end up losing the Groot because running gun's going to be a really good attack. This is going to make for a very big, strong attack with mean swing and skilled strike. So I probably end up losing the Groot there. Like having to use him as payment, but we'll see. All right, this is going to go up by 1. You don't attack because you're stunned, which means that this just flips over. Here comes our encounter card. What is this? It's our obligation. Exhaust Flash Thompson. Take 2 damage. Discard this obligation. Or put 1 set aside copy of Enraged Symbiote into play with the first player. All right, let's think this through. I could flip. I would exhaust and take 2 damage. What does Run and Gun do? Ready Venom. I don't think I want to do that. So I'm just going to put 1 set aside. Discard this obligation. All right. So I'm just going to take a symbiote. Just going to take the symbiote. I think it's the better play. Okay. It's back to our turn. He's not confused or anything, but I'm holding the Grasping Tendrils, which I will be playing on the next turn. I can do it no matter what, because I can take the damage. I can reduce it by 1, so he will be locked up again. But now we're looking for a big swing. And the first thing they're going to have to do is... Oh, I'm not forgetting about this. Wolverine's going to heal 1 damage, so you're going to 3. I'm looking to prioritize as much damage as possible, so you're obviously not hitting him. Okay? He's got to go first. I'm just going to use the multi-gun to take the 2 damage and get rid of him. Now, I'm going to want to play this running gun, right? These are free plays. So the running gun, we can play with the Helicarrier, the Groot, and the damage. That'll get the running gun out, okay? And we can do a fairly big attack here. So, what are these? Okay. So we're going to play the Skilled Strike. We will play a Mean Swing, and that means we exhaust a weapon. So, Venom's going to be attacking right now for, let's see, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Venom is swinging right now for 8. Okay? So that's 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 5 health on his first form. These are gone. Oh, these are supposed to be on the bottom. I'll put these in the wrong spot. Come on. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take a damage. Play the Helicarrier. So that's 1, 2. We'll use the Groot. That's 3. We'll play Running Gun. We'll ready Venom and ready each of our weapons. Okay. So we can do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5. How do we do this? I think Wolverine's going to have to get into play here. Wolverine's going to have to do something here to help us out. Because I'm going to want to flip him. So let's start with attacking for 3 with Wolverine. Bringing him to 2. We then can use the multi-gun to hit him for 2. And this form of Loki is gone. Okay? We got him down. So he's going to come. We are going to take another random Loki, and we're getting this guy again, I guess. Did we have him before? Piercing. I don't remember. All these Lokis are just very, very annoying. I don't know. All right. So we still have an attack left. We could do 4. He's back to 20. We could do 4 damage to him. But this is at 8, and I lost the game last time by that. So we are going to thwart for 3. Bringing it to 5. I lost the game last time to that, so I'm just conscious of it now. All right, we're going to ready up. We'll be playing the grass. I'm really hoping in here is that 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really looking for that thing to confuse him. I really would like to flip and heal. Show me confuse. No. Show me confuse. No. Show me confuse. Yes. And a drop kick. All right. So, yeah. All right. I got to think this through. Okay. This is going to go up to 6. He's supposed to activate, but I am definitely playing these Grasping Tendrils. This is going to give us a lot of breathing room. So I'll take the damage. I will use the Helicarrier. And I will... Actually, I don't know if I can use the Helicarrier in this turn. But regardless, I'll play the combat training to get it done. Play Grasping Tendrils. So now I have canceled this attack. I paid for it using only physical resources, and now he's being stunned. So his attack is canceled. So now we get to put this into play without them being activated. We get our encounter card attached to Loki. He gets +1 thwart. Not if we can keep him stun locked. All right. Back to us. He heals for 2. You're doing nothing now because you need to heal up still. I obviously want to play the behind enemy lines. I'm probably going to play the behind enemy lines, and that's it. Maybe I'll just attack with Venom and then flip. But I can't get the dropkick out, and I'm going to need it. The run and gun, I've already proven how good it is. So this is going to be a very quick turn. I will use the helicarrier. I'll take a damage. I'll play the behind enemy lines. We'll remove 3 threat. This goes to 3, and he's now confused. Now I'll just attack for 2, 3, 4. He'll take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 damage from the multi-gun. 1, 2. Now I'll flip. And I'll hit Project Rebirth to heal for 3. 2, 3. I'm at 10 health. And that's our turn. I know I'm holding cards, but, you know, the goal is to keep him stunned. So this dropkick is never leaving my hand. I will hold this until the end of this game if I have to. And this should allow me for a really strong attack. The dropkick I won't need to use in the next turn, so it's sort of like a dead card. But the point is to keep him stun locked if possible. All right, we are drawing 4 more cards. So I got the mean swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shoot. You know what I was supposed to do? I was supposed to discard cards until we got a side scheme. So I apologize. I forgot to do that. All right. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that. I completely forgot to do that. Whenever he... I think I caught it in time, though. I think. Whenever he's defeated, you have to discard cards until you get a side scheme. Wolverine was supposed to be exhausted by that. Exhaust each ally in play. All right. I think we're still good, though. I think I still, like, that was fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I owe myself 1 card, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, yeah, I owe myself a card. 6. All right. So we have our, we don't have a minion. So these aren't great right now. So we can play this run and gun again with the skill strike and mean swing. So that's pretty good. All right. It's his turn. So this is going to go to 4. I might have messed something up there, and I apologize. I know a lot of you, not a lot, I'm sorry. Some of you correct me when I make mistakes, and I appreciate it. All right, keep it coming. There's just a lot going on. It's hard to, like, narrate and think of everything that's going through. Like, I almost forgot that I put that on there. All right, so that went to 4. You're going to scheme, but you can't because you're confused. Here comes our... Oh, so that means we get this card. Okay. So this is empty, so this now gets shuffled. Here comes our encounter card. All right, here is a Frost Giant with a toughness. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember what happened. He's actually ready, I believe. So let me think this through. I need to make sure that he's readied. So I'm going back to the previous turn. I flipped him. Wolverine at that point should have been exhausted, right? Then I finished my turn, and then Wolverine would have been readied. So he's actually readied now, right? Do you follow? I flipped him the first time. This should have come out. I was still going, so Wolverine would have been exhausted. Oh, actually, Wolverine was exhausted anyway because he attacked first. This came out. He was still exhausted, so now he's ready. Okay, that's fine. And you have a tough. I say that because Wolverine's not going to take care of him. All right. No, that's good. You're going to 3. That's what's happening. Okay, so we need to clear up this board a bit, right? I could draw a card. I could use this Project Rebirth to draw a card. The only thing is, I don't think I should. Because I believe I think I only have 2 behind enemy lines in this deck, which means I can't confuse them for a bit. So I'm going to take the health. I don't know when I'm going to be able to heal again, so it's probably safer to do that. All right, we're going to flip. And so this has got to go, right? Because heroes and allies can't be read by player effect cards, which means I couldn't play the running gun, and I need to play my running gun. So we're going to use the multi-gun to get rid of this. This is gone. Wolverine is going to attack for 3 on this Frost Giant. So he'll remove the tough, right? You're down to 1 health. Remember, this dropkick is going nowhere. You know what? Actually, now Savage Attack is actually... Now we're talking. Because he's got 1 health left. And this could take him out and hit Loki. So that's an interesting play. In order to do that, I'd need to play the Helicarrier and take the damage. Right? But I think that's probably a good move. Like, I wouldn't be able to use the running gun this turn. I mean, I can give up these 3 to use the running gun, but I don't think that's probably a good move. I'm going to play this out. I'm going to try this Savage Attack. If I didn't do that, I would use the multi-gun. Let's go the other way. Let's go the other way. You don't have guard. So let's say I didn't do that. Let's say I attacked him straight up right now. I could use the Skilled Strike and this thing again, right? And I think I did the math before, and that was an 8 damage attack. That was an 8 damage attack. You know what? It's actually probably better to do that. I think it's better to do that way. And then... And so that would be, right? That would be 3. This gets exhausted. 5. 6, 7, 8. Right? I then play the Helicarrier. Use these 2 to play the running gun. I could exhaust this to get him out. And then do another 2, 3, 4. It's like 12 damage on Loki. For the most part. If I did it that way, and then the other way, it would be play the Savage Attack with the Helicarrier and the damage. So that's gone, and then 4 damage. Right? So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then use these 3 to ready. 10, and then it would be 11, 12. Actually, I think the math works out for the Savage Attack being better. So we're going to do that. I'm sorry for that boring math lesson. All right, so let's do the Savage Attack one. So we'll play the Helicarrier. We'll take a damage, and that lets us play our Savage Attack, right? We deal 5 damage to an enemy. We used only energy resources. It gains overkill. So that's, you're gone, and Loki takes 4 damage. Okay. Then everything here is still freed up, right? And then, I mean, we could take 1 damage here to get this out, play a mean swing. That actually could work too. So we can do a fairly decent attack. So we're going to attack for 2, 3, 4. We'll hit him for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will hit the multi-gun for 2. 1, 2. So he's got 4 health left right now. So now we are going to... I don't think it actually matters because... it's... I mean, I guess I could lower the threat a bit. So like 4... and then I could just do 2 more to him. So what I'm thinking through is, right, like if I just use these 3 straight up to do it, these all get readied. He's only got 4 health left on this form, so this would be the 4. It would flip him, right? I really couldn't get this mean swing to help anyway. It's just over damage that wouldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do 4 damage like anywhere else by itself. I'm not playing the dropkick yet. So we'll just use these 3 and we'll... I mean, Savage Attack might be interesting to hold on to in case we get another Frost Giant coming up. So maybe we hold that. And it also allows us to... yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. We'll take a damage. And then 1, 2, and then 3. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm just trying not to deck out yet so we can avoid that extra encounter card for the time being. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we can ready Venom and each weapon we control. And let's see. So what are we going to do? We are going to attack for 4. And now we're going to do this in the correct order. So we're getting another random Loki. And the random Loki we get is this one. We've seen him before. Okay. So now we discard cards until we get a side scheme. And knowing our luck, somehow... okay, there it is. All right. Unfortunately, this is going to give us an extra encounter card. It says 3 threat on it. Okay, you're back to 20. And damn, nothing I can do. Yeah, there's no way around it. We will... I'm trying to think. It's probably best to just take it from here. All right, we're going to ready up. And we are drawing 4 more cards. Oh, there's our other running gun. Grasping Tendrils. Okay, so hopefully there's no way I don't think we can avoid decking out on the next go. All right, this is going to go up to 5. You're stunned. But we get another Infinity Stone. Here comes our encounter card. We get 2 encounter cards, actually. Okay. So Loki is very strong right now. He's very, very strong. He's got 1,000,000 Infinity Stones ready to just explode on us. And he's like all the freaking health in the world. Okay. All right. What does this do? Attach your identity. Attach identity you can't ready. Spend an energy and a physical. Oh, I need to be alter ego for that. Oh, that sucks. This goes to 2. All right. I mean, this does suck tremendously. And I mean, I guess I don't want him to activate. So we're going to have to be very... if he activates, these are blowing up. And I don't want that to happen just yet. So, I mean, these grasping... as long as we stay here on this side, that won't happen. This kind of does hurt us a lot, though. So we won't be doing that unless it's drastic. First thing we're going to do is get that out of there, right? So we'll use this to get this off. And can't ready. So that means our running gun is useless. Our drop kick isn't useless, though. And our savage attack isn't useless. So we're probably going to have to use those somehow now. All right, let's see. We need 5 resources to play these. Right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. If we play dropkick first, we can draw a card and possibly have that help us out. Okay, so we will do that. Of course, dropkick. Oh, but yeah, okay. Dropkick needs only physical resources, so 1, 2. I'll take the damage. And that's 3 for the dropkick. So he'll take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will draw a card. Very nice. And he is stunned. So what are we going to do? I initially wanted to play this savage attack, right? I don't want to get rid of the grasping tendrils. This is probably going to keep us in the game. Let's see. I have like 4 cards here. I'm going to try to stretch this out. So, like, I could play these 2 and play the savage attack. Let's do some math. So that's 5 if I play the savage attack, and then 6. So it's 5 damage there. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 damage attack, right? Or, I don't know if you heard my daughter. She's losing her mind. Or I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it doesn't make 5, 6. It was 6 or the 9. The only thing is if I played it with the savage attack, right? And then I'd have to draw all 4 cards, and then I'd deck out. So I'm going to stretch out that decking out. So I'm going to attack for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6 damage attack. And that is my move. So he's down to 10 health. All right, and now unfortunately, I can't ready after this. And if I were to flip, he's going to activate because of all these things. And then we're going to be in a bad spot. So we're just going to have to, like, hang out here and maybe on... Oh, did you see this? My daughter drew this on my hand. I didn't think I even explained this to you. She drew this on my hand. It's a heart with a party hat because it's New Year's. We're done. You can't ready. You can ready, though. All these can ready. And we're drawing 2 cards. All right. If we can survive this turn, we're actually okay. So this is going to go to 6. You don't do anything because you're stunned. Here comes another stone. Please be something not the worst. The villain attacks you. Okay. Okay. All right. I was worried, but we have these grasping tendrils, and you're damn sure we're going to play him. So this is once per phase, right? So we'll take a damage here, and we will give up the savage. No, we'll give it the mockingbird. Play the grasping tendrils. This attack is canceled. and he's stunned. All right. Escape there by the skin of our teeth. Literal skin of our teeth. All right, Wolverine gets an extra health. All right. We are going to... I think we're just not going to be able to kill him. Like, we're just going to be, like, very close and not do it. 3. This could hit for 8. Oh, shoot, I think we can do it. Okay. So, Helicarrier, Run and Gun to play the Savage Attack. I don't really care about the overkill. It doesn't really matter. That's 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can use the multi-gun for 2 damage. 1, 2. And then our best friend in the world, Wolverine, can hit for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. Oh my God, it's a New Year's miracle. Good God. Sorry, that's just a long pause for Loki. Man, I don't know, guys. I actually... I know I have Ronin next, and I know what Ronin does, but man, I personally think Loki might be the hardest one in the game. I haven't played Ronin in over a year, mind you. So when I get to him in a couple days, I might be changing my tune. But like 60 health on this dude, plus like not knowing which Loki you're going to get, and plus these Infinity Stones, this was brutal. Like, this was brutal. Like, this match was a mix of, like, luck and just, like, perfect playing. Like, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I'm great. Like, I just happened to play the correct cards at the correct time for what I got. And, of course, I got this last. Man, there we go. All right, that's another one in the books. I have one more left to complete my expert playthrough of this game. And I'm not looking forward to it at all. So you will see this after New Year's, but I do hope you all have a happy and healthy New Year's. Take care, everybody.